Turn the heat down. Yeah, why would I have the heat up in the middle of April? Well, close enough, right? Yeah, it snowed. Did it snow where you live at? I mean, you can't tell now. It's melting, which that shows you how much it snowed. But still, it snowed last night. The weather was nasty. I mean, is Mother Nature bipolar? Is she off her meds? It was so warm for March. Yes, we had a mild winter. I think pretty much everywhere there was a mild winter. But for some reason, here it is, technically baseball season, April, and I know this isn't the first time this has ever happened. I mean, it's, as you can tell, we're surviving, right? We're surviving. This happens. It's just a little frustrating when you're wearing shorts in the middle of March, but yet, you're wearing a coat. I refuse to wear a coat. I'm not going to wear a coat. Not in the middle of April, because I'm like a karate man. I freeze on the inside. That's right. That's right. Has Mother Nature been cruel to you to where you live at? I'm sure she's off her meds somewhere else other than, Dayton, Ohio. So you excited about your dance tonight? Your prom tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. You be dancing with any ladies?
Yes.
Mind if we dance with your date?
Yes.
Well, I got to pick you up at 11 o'clock tonight. I was up so early or so late, however you want to look at it. So I'm going to be roughing it. Definitely going to need some coffee later, even though I've had a pot already. Cool beans. Cool beans. Cool beans.
Please.
Cool beans.
Please.
Please. Cool beans.
Please.
Zach. Cool beans.
Please shut up.
I got this app that I can reserve front row parking. Yeah. I'm right here in the front row. Yep. It worked. I love this great clip app. I was messing around with the new microphone that I got. Unfortunately, I didn't do enough research. I'm a little disappointed. A hissing issue with the microphone. I haven't had enough time to work with the kinks on it. I haven't even obviously worked on any edits. I understand there's an amplifier or something that you can get. I'm kind of having some flashbacks. I believe this was an issue years ago. So it's not like this is something brand new. So I really don't want to point my fingers at the Rode microphone, even though it's extremely popular. So it's obviously an easy fix. Right? Yeah. I mean, I plugged it in, listened to myself just basically sampling, and I can hear that hiss in the background. Well, you know how it is. It gets kind of frustrating when you're in a hurry. You're trying to do everything at once, and you just don't have enough time to do everything at once. So, but enough about that. More important issues. Zach's prom. Be dressed up looking sharp. Look at Mr. Handsome Zach. All dressed up. You look sharp, man. Very handsome. Let's go into this prom. This is your, Nope, I need to go forward. This is what, your second prom?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, he's excited. Smells. You guys got cologne on. He's smelling very. I'm jealous. It smells good. Well, that's right. We got the scratch and sniff GoPro. Which way do we go? You remember? That way?
Every
You go here 5 days a week. It's probably different in a car than it is in a bus, right?
right.
Yeah. Look, we got the light. Now, which way do we go? Oh, left.
Right.
Okay. Turning left on Looney. Looney. Looney, Looney, Looney. Looney, 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 Looney.
Do it.
Now we do. Is your dance at the Home Depot?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Do it. Sir.
Turn here.
Sir. Right.
Right. Okay.
Do it. Sir.
Well, this is nice. Well, Zach is just Zach does what he normally does. I didn't want to take the camera, and in fact, I didn't expect to be in there long. I just wanted to do what any parent would do. You wanted to double check to confirm. This is where I pick him up. Well, as long as any of us can remember, for an example, every other weekend when I pick up Zach, he's ready to go. I mean, he's ready to go. He just wants to get in the car and go. So naturally, when I took him into the school there, walked in the building, boom, he's ready to go. Zach will always be a young man at heart, which he's very lucky in that way. Sometimes I have a very extreme and mixed emotions with Zach's autism. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't ask for anything else other than him to have... I'm just like any other parent who just wants the opportunities to come, my son's way. Zach, as you can see, is very happy. He's very healthy. But I'm just like any other parent. I want the best for my son. And I'm trying to find ways to grow this channel that I have here on YouTube that reflects a lot about my son. Zach was diagnosed with autism when he was 4, and as the years had generated, I would have people that I know personally, from people who I had just met, would ask me, what is it like? It's from my personal experience, from seeing other parents that have children or a child that has been diagnosed with autism. An individual that's with autism, as you have possibly have seen, it's at different levels. Some are more advanced, and I hate to use that word advanced because it doesn't make any sense to me. How can this person be more advanced? Really what it is, it's categorized advanced as their communication skills. I've always been trying to find a way to take what I enjoy, the two combinations, the two things that I love in life. Obviously my son, and I always did have a passion for grabbing a camcorder back in the day and just recording. Even my friends were just, I would always, a lot of things that I used to record I couldn't put on YouTube now because of copyright issues. You see a lot of individuals who've been on YouTube, obviously that's been doing this a lot longer than I have. I'm still trying to find my way. I'm trying to figure out how to gain more of an audience. I really, truly appreciate anyone who comes back to watch any of the vlogs that I produce. I know it's not the most exciting vlogs in the world, but I guess I'm going through my growing pains, I guess is the best way to describe it. But I keep on wanting to come back. I keep on trying to find the answers myself. And I'm glad. I've asked others who have been doing this much longer than I have. Do you ever have moments of trying to figure out the motivation? So I'm trying to be so careful about my motivation when it comes to doing these vlogs where it involves my son, because I want it to be extremely natural. I don't want it to be about his autism. If there's anything that I've been able to show, what I've been able to produce, it's not about his autism. But I do want to acknowledge the fact that, yes, Zach is who Zach is. And obviously I get excited about, you know, the things that he gets involved in with his soccer organization. I'm extremely thankful for that. I know there's other sports, that there's other children that have special different needs or have different challenges, like my son. You know, I know there's been baseball, there's been baseball, softball, or t-ball for the blind, which is amazing. But if you go back and watch some of those vlogs, those videos that I've done with my son and his friends that he's seen every year, it's just these kids, they feel like, you know what, we're just like you. They're maybe their bigger brother or their bigger sister or the kids across the street that are playing organized sports. It just gives them the opportunity to play an organized sport. These kids knows exactly what it takes to be involved into an organized team sport. They have the most love for one another. They are completely faithful in what they're doing out there. And the team spirit, there's no selfishness involved. Those kids don't know what it's like to be selfish when it comes. Sure, they're human beings. Some of them have a bad day like we all do. But for the majority of it, every time I get on that field and I'm out there with those kids, either with the GoPro or my iPhone or soon to be that Canon, even when I don't have that camera, there's just something something about these kids, what they do, what they bring out. It's just, they bring out the best in you. Even if you're just sitting there for an hour on that bench and you're just observing those kids. If you're having a bad week at work, or just a bad day or a bad month, anytime that those games are played, you forget all about it. Sure, you can go to a movie theater and watch a good movie and maybe forget about your problems, and that's fine. But these kids just inspire you to want to be a better person in life. Not because you look at them and feel like you need to help them. It's what they do for you, what they do for me. They know how to love, they know how to laugh, they know how to do more things in life when it comes to the matters of the heart, more than I ever have. And I'm 45 years old. So I don't think they have any special needs. Okay, now we are going to try something here completely different. Yes, I have the Rode video mic plugged into my GoPro. Now, in order for me to do that, I obviously had to attach my LED screen to the back of this GoPro. Now, normally I don't use that. Why? Well, it basically drains your battery down, and I have found myself on many occasions to where I don't even need to use the LED screen. So, if you have a GoPro and you were looking into buying the LED screen, well, and again, if you have a GoPro that doesn't have, okay, the GoPros that say the model, it's a Hero 3, the Silver Edition, I know for a fact you obviously need an LED screen. Well, you don't need it, but it's optional. However, my advice to you is, if you don't have one, don't rush off to get it. Yes, don't rush off to go get yourself an LED screen, because you'll find yourself, after you've purchased it, A, it drains your battery down. B, you spent $80 on the damn thing, and you found yourself, well, hardly ever using it. Well, Zach is back at home. It's been a quiet weekend. Not the most productive, but then again, it depends on how you look at it. I was frustrated about the situation here with the Rode microphone, the Rode video mic, because of the hissing or the humming. I understand the logic behind it. I just wish that was something that I would have found out before I purchased the item. There are a couple things that I have been able to do. Well, there's one thing that I was able to do. I simply just turned the volume down using, obviously when you're recording you want to go into this manually. I turned it down. Basically, it's like you have to find the sweet spot. And I think I found it. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible. It's obviously, if I'm doing these vlogs or I'm driving in my car, you're hearing a horrible feedback or hum from my tires. So I'm just going to deal with it. As time comes along, obviously things will improve. If you are new to seeing this video or any of my videos, please hit that subscribe button down below. I would highly appreciate it. Of course, a thumbs up, well, that really does make me feel great about anything. And if you have any suggestions about these Rode video mics or any type of microphone that you would naturally hook up to a DSLR and is having the same issues that I have noticed myself, the hissing and the humming, please feel free to leave any suggestions down in that comment section down below. I would love to hear from you. So that's it. I'm going to take off. I'm going to go inside and eat my chicken. And I will see you all very soon. You have a wonderful week. And hopefully Mother Nature will start taking her meds.